This video is brought to you by MPEC Printery, specializing in t-shirt printing, posters, and shipping from the USA. Call 876-775-6692 or 876-337-7374. Andy Gone Nuts, 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is also brought to you by BLC Jamaica Security Electronics, specializing in alarm system, video surveillance, camera system or CCTV, barrier system, gate automation, and access control. Call 876-320-7711. That's 876-320-7711 or 876-351-1105. That's 876-351-1105.
Hello everyone, I'm Simon Preston and welcome back to Reggae Boys Commentary. So here we are. The moment we've all been waiting for commences in another 16 minutes. Yep, that is correct. The 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup draw. If you'd like your questions or comments highlighted, use the Super Chat feature, the Super Thanks feature, or stickers. So here we go right into the matter. As Jamaica, we will find out their opponents for the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup in just under 20 minutes. Well, the draw will start in just under 20 minutes, but as it relates to the actual draw is in less than 20 minutes. But what I will tell you specifically is this. Jamaica will either play the hosts or a European team. So it'll be interesting to see what you guys have to say in relation to who Jamaica can face, who do you want Jamaica to face in the tournament, and then after that, the group specifically that Jamaica will be in for the tournament. So how is this going to work? Well, basically the 29 qualified teams and 3 playoff placeholders have been placed into 4 pots of 8 teams each, based on the latest FIFA Women's World rankings. The highest ranked teams, along with the hosts, Australia and New Zealand, are in pot 1, followed by the next 8 teams in pot 2 and so forth. Nations will be allocated to groups A to H, with 4 countries in each group. England are in pot 1, Republic of Ireland pot 3. Pot 1, Australia, New Zealand, USA, Sweden, Germany, England, France, and Spain. The Jamaicans cannot face the United States in the group stages of the World Cup. Jamaica cannot face Canada in the group stages of the World Cup. So, one thing for certain is Jamaica is going to face one of the host countries or a European team from pot 1. In pot 2, they'll face one of the Netherlands, Brazil, Japan, Norway, Italy, China, or South Korea. Pot 3 Denmark, Switzerland, Republic of Ireland, Colombia, Argentina, Vietnam, Costa Rica, Jamaica. Jamaica will not play any teams from that pot. At pot 4, Jamaica will face one of Nigeria, Philippines, South Africa, Morocco, Zambia, Group A playoff winner, Group B playoff winner, or Group C playoff winner. If that group playoff winner is a CONCACAF team, they will not play against them. So, what is a best case scenario for Jamaica? Well, I say New Zealand, Zambia, and South Korea. If you're looking at best, well, you can't have, yeah, you can actually. You'd have a Oceania team. You'd also have an AFC team, an African team, and a CONCACAF team. So yeah, that would be best case scenario as the draw starts in another 12 minutes from now. So, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below as it relates to your ideal group for Jamaica. Let me know your thoughts. If you're in Group A, C, E, G, they'll play other group stage matches in New Zealand, or Groups B, D, F, and H will be in Australia. The opening match and opening ceremony will be in Auckland, New Zealand, with the final taking place in Sydney, in Australia. So a lot of eyes will certainly be on England as it relates to especially the performance that they had at the European Championships. The United States, we saw how they did quite recently, and now people will be looking at England as the favorites for the tournament itself. So we'll have to wait and see to see how that goes. But here are the pots, just a reminder for you guys of everything. Have a look at the pots, pot 1 to pot 4. And then quite shortly we'll get the gist of the specific groups. We'll look forward to it. World Cup draw just around the corner. Just around the corner. So guys, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What will be your ideal group for Jamaica? And I'm going to pose a poll right now. And you guys, what I want you to do is, in the poll, give me your thoughts as well. When you're in the poll, give me your thoughts. All right? Give me your thoughts in the specific poll. All right? Would appreciate it greatly. Give me your specific thoughts within the poll, and then we'll take it from there, all right? The poll is going to come up on your screen quite shortly. And you can give me your thoughts about how far do you think the Reggae Girlz will go in the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup. I'll put in the options on the screen right now. All right. All right, the poll is now active, so you guys can vote. If you guys haven't already, like this video. The poll is active. Go ahead and vote in it. And in addition to that, let us know your thoughts in the comments below, as the draw is slated to start in 9 minutes' time. Yep, that is right. In another 9 minutes and 23 seconds, the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup draw will start. So yeah. Let's see what you guys are saying in the votes. If you guys think that the Reggae Girls are going to make us proud, hit that like button right now. Hit that like button right now if you think that the Reggae Girls are going to make us proud. Okay? Do it right now. Do that right now and let me know what you guys are saying. Alright? Let's see what you guys have to say. Would really, really appreciate it. How do you think that the team will do? Keep the votes coming in, guys. Just a fair minutes away until the World Cup draw itself. Of course, we'll have a number of new teams at this World Cup. Morocco, the Philippines, Republic of Ireland, Vietnam, Zambia, and we could see new teams in could be Haiti that qualifies. So we'll see if they'll become the second Caribbean team to qualify for the World Cup. So we look forward to that. 7 minutes to go. 7 minutes to go until the World Cup draw commences. Exciting times ahead, guys. Seven minutes to go. Yep. Yes, I do know Vietnam. I know Vietnam is making their debut within the World Cup, so definitely I'm looking forward to see what they'll have to do. You know, I think that there's been some massive improvements and growths within their program, and I think there's a genuine chance that they could leave this World Cup with a point. You know, so that's the situation that we have right now. But I know you guys want to see the pots for the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup. I know based on the pots, you guys will be able to specifically see, all right, have a gist of the groups. So I'm putting it on the screen right now for you guys to be able to see, so that there'll be no doubt or confusion. So there we go. Those are the pots. Those are the pots, guys. And like I said, guys, vote in the poll. Go ahead and vote in the poll. How far do you think the Reggae Girls will go in the 2023 edition of the FIFA Women's World Cup? First round elimination, round of 16, quarterfinals. Alright, guys. The draw is slated to start in another 5 minutes and 20 seconds. You can expect there to be some form of razzmatazz and basically a grand entrance of the New Zealand and the Australian culture. Basically, I'm sure there'll be a performance, an explanation of the draw and how it will work. So those are just some of the things that we can expect at this point in time. So that is what you can look at. Galaxy Boss says, how's Bonnie doing? And is there any major transfer coming out of our ladies? So Bonnie, this season, the second season, I think she's settling in quite nicely at Manchester City. The first season was that season of transition, and I think she's settling in quite well at Manchester City. She's a contract with City until the summer of 2024. So that means she has another 18 to 20 months left on her contract. And I think that she will get a contract extension once she continues to do what she's doing right now. So I'm not worried. I think that she will continue to do well. And as it relates to the latter part of your question in relation to any major transfers coming out or up for the ladies, well, you do have a number of ladies that are on 1 year contracts with clubs. So it's highly likely that come January, you're going to see some players at different teams. So that's something that you can look out for. You also have players that are coming to the end of their contract as well. For example, players like Tiffany Cameron is coming to the end of her 2-year deal at FC York, so we'll have to wait and see if there will be a contract extension in Hungary or if another opportunity presents itself. But I'm sure, her focus is getting 2 trophies at FC York. So that is what is on the plate right now for her. So I would say expect some movement for the Reggae Girlz come January or after the World Cup, for sure. So that is what I would say, Galaxy Boss. Nice. So thank you very much for being in the comments. All right, guys, we've had 10 votes so far. So you guys can go into the poll and vote. How far do you think the Reggae Girlz will go in the 2023 edition of the FIFA Women's World Cup? Will it be first round elimination, round of 16 elimination, or quarterfinals? Go ahead and vote. What's the deal on Dylan Barnes? Well, the situation with Dylan Barnes is quite simple. There was an opportunity in Austria, but it didn't materialize the way that all parties wanted it to happen. And searching for a club, 26, and I'm sure in due time a club will come. So it's just a matter of time and patience. I think an opportunity, let's just say Hibernian fans in Scotland, they like what they saw from him. So we're just going to have to wait and see to see if that is something that will materialize. So that's the situation there with that part. And just a reminder, guys, if you haven't voted already, go ahead and do so in the poll. How far do you think the Reggae Girlz will go in the 2023 edition of the FIFA Women's World Cup? How far will they go? How far will they go in the tournament? The draw starts in 1 minute and 10 seconds. 1 minute and 10 seconds, the draw will start. So, here we go. I think there was I said New Zealand, Jamaica, Zambia, Netherlands. I'm now thinking or Jamaica, New Zealand, South Korea, and Zambia. So I would say that. Alrighty, it's time for the World Cup draw. Time for the World Cup draw. So, I look forward to that. Gladys Subal says, I'm glad CONCACAF has made a stamp on the stage, though. The ladies know it's time for the men's games from the region to start earning some respect from the rest of the world. So, Galaxy Boss, we've had the United States in our World Cup semifinal, Mexico in our two World Cup quarterfinals, Costa Rica in our World Cup quarterfinal. So, yes, you're right. I do think a country like Mexico, I think, in my opinion, they have underachieved. I think that if the continents of Europe and the continents of South America didn't exist, I would say that Mexico would win the World Cup every 4 years. That's how highly I respect them and rate them. And I do think that it's time for Mexico to stamp their class. Why can't Mexico be in a World Cup quarterfinal every 4 years? That's the level of strength and depth that I give them. And had they finished top of their group at the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia, personally, I feel like they would have gone on to play Switzerland in the round of 16, beat Switzerland, take on England in the quarterfinals, and then drop out. You know? So I do think it's time for the men's program to stamp that class as well. If you look at the teams from CONCACAF, right, that are at the World Cup, all right, Costa Rica, Canada, USA, Mexico. Cool. You look at those teams, and of those teams, how much of those do you expect to come out of their group? I would say Mexico, maybe Canada. Maybe Canada. But maybe you guys have a different opinion on the matter. I have a feeling that the debutant will perform better this year. In the Women's World Cup? Yeah, I would say so. So, yeah. You have a feeling the debutant will perform next year. In relation to what specifically, though? The Men's World Cup, the Women's World Cup? Which one specifically? Because there's still some work to be done, you know? All right, let's see what you guys said in the poll. All right, the results are out. How far do you think the Reggae Girls will go in the World Cup? 59% of you said first round elimination, 29% of you said round of 16, and 11% said quarterfinals. Okay, guys, if you haven't already, smash that like button right now. Okay, you haven't already, smash that like button right now. Smash that like button right now if you think the Reggae Girls are going to make us proud at the World Cup. Smash that like button right now. Okay, smash that like button. Would really appreciate it. So yeah. So the debutant teams, I think you have, well, we know the Vietnams, the Zambias, the Republic of Ireland's of this world. Yeah, I think there will be putting in good solid performances for sure. It's time, guys. It's time for the World Cup draw. Stage is set. Stage is set, and you can see right now where everyone is basically sitting in their seat in Auckland, getting ready for the draw itself. People are sitting waiting, and then I guess they're not sure what to expect, but we'll see. But I'm looking forward to the playoffs as well. Philippines. Yeah. Do you think Shamar should transfer given Russia's FIFA and world situation, how it affects him as an individual's career birth? Honestly, I don't want him to be in a situation where he's changing clubs every year. So I want him to finish this season at Spartak Moscow. and then move on. Now, in January, if Everton comes in his direction, then certainly. Or Newcastle United, then certainly. Like up the video, guys. Like up the video. Like up the video, guys. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. And basically what you see right now is New Zealand women performing the haka, and they're from the cultural center of New Zealand. I remember them quite vividly because the persons on screen right now performing the haka are persons that basically performed the haka when New Zealand's rugby union team came for a visit at the cultural center. So, oh boy, you know what's so funny? Because New Zealand is going to perform the haka in front of Jamaica today in the Rugby League World Cup. So, oh my days, it's going to be quite a day when you think about it, bearing in mind that you have New Zealand and they're, for the World Cup draw right now, they're performing the haka in front of everybody in the audience, while at the same time, Jamaica is going to be facing the haka in the Rugby League World Cup. So, yeah. I know, right? So that's what we have right now. So on screen, you will see quite shortly there will be a performance of some sorts. Well, the performance is going on right now, and after that, so yeah. All right, so let's see what else you guys are saying in the comments. I think Brendan Aronson, Kate Caldwell, Jesus Ferreira, and the young Chelsea goalkeeper from USA are going to be world class in a few years' time. I think you're right, you know. I think they've demonstrated good ability. Like the video, guys, if you're just tuning in, like up the video. Now we're seeing an Australian cultural dance. As you know, this World Cup, the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup, it's hosted in Australia, New Zealand. So it's all the New Zealand presentation. Now it's over to the Australian presentation in terms of their performance. And just a reminder, the World Cup is next year from July 20 to August 20. July 20 to August 20. Group A will be hosted in Auckland, Dunedin, Wellington, Hamilton. Group B, Sydney, Melbourne, Perth, Brisbane. Group C, Wellington, Hamilton, Auckland, Dunedin. Group D, Brisbane, Perth, Sydney, Adelaide. Group E, Auckland, Dunedin, Wellington, Hamilton. Group F, Sydney, Adelaide, Brisbane, Perth, Melbourne. Group G, Wellington, Auckland, Dunedin, Wellington, Hamilton. And Group H, Melbourne, Sydney, Adelaide, Brisbane, Perth. So those are the different groups for the tournament. So right now, CONCACAF has 4 teams in the World Cup. It could be 6, depending on how the draw goes for the intercontinental playoffs. We'll see how the intercontinental playoffs go, and then we take it from there. You know what I mean? So what's the late? So the draw has commenced. And the draw is so far going quite well. They're just showing the different host cities for the tournament. And after they've presented all of the host cities, then they will commence with the draw itself. I know a lot of people are talking about what could be the. Listen to this. On the BBC, they said, "What's the toughest draw possible for England? England, Canada, Denmark, Nigeria. What's the easiest draw possible for England? England, South Korea, Jamaica, Zambia." Wow. You know what? Actually, if it's England, South Korea, Jamaica, Zambia, I would take that. I wouldn't mind. I would take that. I wouldn't have a problem with that at all. You know, that'd be fine with me. You know, that'd be a good draw. So, but Jamaica cannot face Denmark, Switzerland, Republic of Ireland, Colombia, Argentina, Vietnam, or Costa Rica. They cannot face any of those teams at the World Cup at all. I'm doing well, Echo How are you doing? I hope you're doing good. I think Bonnie Shaw will break Ronaldo's international goal scoring record and should be recognized as Jamaica's all time top scorer. Well, she is Jamaica's all time top scorer, regardless of gender, right now. 50 international goals already to her name. So, yeah, she's already done that. Amy Karen says, "Where can I watch the draw itself?" Well, this is the watch along. This is the watch along for the World Cup draw. If you haven't already, hit the like button and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary for more content. Hello from Vietnam, says Peggy LVH. Hello, how are you doing? I hope you are doing well. Backing Republic of Ireland women too. Celtic nations always. Celtic nations always. Absolutely. We want to see Aaron do well. Let's give Bonnie the official award then. I agree it should be done. Will it be done is another conversation, but I do agree that that is something that needs to be accomplished. Absolutely. So yeah, seems as if it is midday where you're at. No, no, it's 7:30 in the morning where I am. 7:30 in the morning where I am. Not midday, but 7:30 in the morning. So basically, they have the presenters on stage right now, and they're getting ready to present the World Cup draw. Yep, so they're getting ready to present the World Cup draw right now. So, so you're a Brazil fan? Okay, cool, cool. England will draw in group with Japan, Costa Rica, Morocco, South Africa, I think. You think so? We'll see. Republic of Ireland will get New Zealand, China, and or Nigeria. Well, let's see. Let's see. Jamaica, of course, is in pot three. So let's wait and see to see how that goes. So basically, right now, it's a brief explanation on the draw. We've seen the host cities already. And now it's going to be over to And in attendance at the draw, of course, you have Lauren Donaldson at the draw. You also have the team manager of the Reggae Girlz at the draw. And you also have Earl Bailey at the draw as well. Amy Kaunda says, all the way from Zambia. Congratulations for qualifying for the World Cup, Amy. And all the best to Zambia at the World Cup. Kath Juan says, good luck to everyone. Wherever we will be, Philippines. Ionia Jones says, group of death will be Germany, Canada, Australia. Germany, Canada, Argentina, Nigeria. Yes, let's go, Zambia. Ladies, make Lusaka the capital of your country proud. And all of the country proud for that matter, you know? So, that is what should happen. The Minister of Sports is now speaking right now. If you guys haven't already, hit the like button. It would be much appreciated. It would be much, much, much appreciated. So Min Vu Dao says Vietnam, Japan, Jamaica, Zambia. That can't be in a group because you have two Asian teams, and you can't have a group with more than one team from each confederation except UEFA. Do you think Khadija will break Ronaldo's international goal scoring record? Well, you see, the thing is, you already have women that have gone on past that figure already. You know what I mean? So she can break Ronaldo's own, but will she break other international players in a women's game? That's another question. New Zealand, Canada, Argentina, Philippines. Okay. England will get a tough group, I hope. Republic of Ireland gets New Zealand, China, Morocco. Mambo Fury says all the way Zambia. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button. What TV channel in USA? Anyone? The United States? I'm not sure, but FIFA. It's supposed to have a stream. That is what I'm certain of. But I'm excited and I'm looking forward to what lies ahead here. I think it's exciting times, for this World Cup draw. And I can't wait to see who the Jamaicans will face. So this is going to be great. Exciting times. So that should be good. Go Matilda. Australia. I want the World Cup over the side of the world, same way as the Concop. Let's go. Catch the trophy right beside Jamaica. Yeah. Spain to draw with Canada, Colombia, Argentina, Philippines. Sweden, China, Jamaica, Zambia prediction. I don't know. So what does that mean? So the draw is Gianni Infantino, the president of FIFA, is now on his feet right now, giving a directive to the audience. Hello, guys! Look who it is. It's Tiffany Cameron in the comments. Remember we were just talking about her earlier? Yeah, we're talking about Reggae Girlz looking to shine at the World Cup, right? Yeah, one to watch. Number 15. Brian Palmaria Philippines, province of China. No more than 2 UEFA teams can be drawn. That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. Galaxy Boss says, "Hey Tiffany, hey Tiffany, what's up? What's up, Tiffany?" England, guys, look, it's Reggae Girl Tiffany Cameron. It's Reggae Girl Tiffany Cameron. National in the building, guys. National player. Bop, 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 bop. Iona Jones says, "Hi, Tiffany." So everyone showing Tiffany some love in the comments, you know? So we're delighted about that. Gianni Infantino is on his feet, and now the attention will swiftly turn towards the draw quite soon. And just to give an update on the playoffs of how those last 3 spots will be. So February next year, we will know who will be those last 3 teams to qualify for the World Cup. So Portugal will face Cameroon or Thailand for the last 4 of the World Cup spots. Chile will face Haiti or Senegal for World Cup spot. And Chinese Taipei, Paraguay, Papua New Guinea, and Panama will be fighting for 1 spot. All right. You know, and there will be some associated friendly matches. And there's something called guest nation. Who knows? Jamaica could go there in terms of preparing for the tournament. You know, that'll be interesting. Walenga says Zambia. Philippines was colonized by the Spanish in history. Philippines is not a province of China. Yeah. 3:47 a.m. in Argentina. All right, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What time is it where you are in the world? Wherever you are in the world, what time is it? Team Zambia, watching out. Zambia, Philippines, Republic of Ireland, dark horses for the tournament. These 3 teams could shock the big nations. Vietnam women are an interesting attacking team. They could upset a team in pot 1-2. 2:51 here in Metro Manila, Philippines. What time is it where you are in the world? Texas 1:50 a.m. on Saturday. China and Zambia meet again after Tokyo. So the president has walked off of stage. Wait, that's Mel. Mel McLaughlin. Yes, it's Mel McLaughlin on stage. Remember? You guys remember Mel? Mel, right? I mean the person that Chris Gale said don't blush to. Yes, it's Mel McLaughlin on stage. Remember Mel McLaughlin, the cricket reporter? Yes, she's on stage right now. The same person that Chris Gale said don't blush to. Yes, it's Mel on stage. 2:49 a.m. in USA. All right. Sue says Sue. No, Japan cannot face Vietnam in the in the group stage of the World Cup. So there we go. Alrighty, another presentation on the screen. A video about inspiring women in football and football in Australia, women's football specifically, in Australia and New Zealand. So, of course, it's going to take a little bit more time, but it's coming to come, the actual draw itself. For those of you just tuning in, thank you so much for doing so. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button towards Reggae Boys Commentary. Subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. It is much, much appreciated. All right, guys. Would really, really, really appreciate it. Okay? That would be tremendously appreciated. So, I hope that you guys are able to do that as this cultural presentation continues. Alrighty. And now they're showing video footage of Sweden's coach, and they're talking about World Cup history, and then they're looking back at footage from when Japan had this good run in the World Cup, and now the United States, 2015 in Canada. Sarina Wiegman as coach of England. Let's see if she can be able to go from second to first. That would be, now they're talking about South Africa. And South Africa is a candidate to host the 2027 edition of the FIFA Women's World Cup. Right now, we have a couple confirmed bids. South Africa is one, and the other being Belgium, Germany, the Netherlands. Of course, as we know, the World Cup was hosted in UEFA for 2019, so that might give the opportunity to South Africa, I feel. Chile is an interested team in the bidding process. The president of the Mexican Football Association announced that there's an interest as well from Mexico. And we'll see if the United States will form a bid as well for 2027. So let's see. Just a little more patience, guys. Just a little bit more patience. Just a little more time, and we'll get to the point of the draw that I know you guys are eagerly looking forward towards. Just a few more minutes, and then we'll get to that crucial point. Don't worry. We'll get there quite soon. Now the World Cup trophy is being carried by Jill Ellis. The World Cup trophy is being carried to the stage. It's funny because Jill Ellis was born in England, so she's basically the first woman in history of the World Cup to win the World Cup as an overseas-born coach of a team. Every other team that has won the World Cup, they've gone with a coach that was born in that country, you know? And they're just doing a brief interview with her on stage in relation to the World Cup and what it meant for her winning the World Cup, two-time, of course, World Cup winning coach. Spoke about the journey of it and what it means and all of that. Tiffany says, I think the performances have been really beautiful. I remember my first World Cup in New Zealand when we got off the plane, they performed the haka, really powerful tribe dance. Yeah. Wow. I can only imagine. Guys, Tiffany Cameron went to the World Cup with Canada at the under-17 level in 2008. And now in 2023, the World Cup is in New Zealand and Australia. Tiffany Cameron back to New Zealand. Chris Pill says, Sue. This is giving me all goosebumps right now, says Tiffany Cameron. Wow, I can only imagine. Ian Campbell says, morning, people. Morning, Mr. Campbell. Hope you're doing, sir. How will the match procedures go? Well, basically, Jamaica can't face any team in pot 3 of the draw. Jamaica cannot face any team in pot 3 of the draw. So any team that you see there in pot 3, Jamaica can't face any of those teams. And they can't face any CONCACAF team in the group stage of the draw. So no team from pot 3 and no CONCACAF team. So they can't face any CONCACAF team within the draw itself. So now Mel McLaughlin and her host for the draw is talking a little bit about what else to come in the day's proceedings. Right now is another video presentation as it relates to the host city for the tournament. And they're talking about the women's game. Cheers. And they're talking about the Australian game. Speaking about football, the women's game in other countries, in Africa, in Asia, in Oceania. Oh, that's an amazing goal. In the Middle East, in Europe, in Africa. They're just panning the camera to a lot of different improvements being done and improvements in the women's game. And what you have to say is that honestly, over the past 2 decades, the women's game has grown tremendously. Tremendously. It's absolutely fantastic to see the number of leagues that have been started on time. If we're going back to the 2003 edition of the Women's World Cup compared to now, the game has just grown. TV viewership, remuneration for players, more participation in women's football. There has been a growth from women participating from track and field, and now the attention going towards football. So that in itself gives tremendous encouragement right there. From all the way. Mr. Campbell, the draw is about to take place in a few moments. Right now, they're just giving a bit of history in terms of Australia, New Zealand, and everything of that nature right now. Zambia Kuchalo, Zambia to the world, says Peter Mosunda. Who do you think from pot 1 could be the biggest tournament disappointment? That's a good question. From pot 1, I would say it's a tough one, but I haven't been greatly impressed by what I've seen from Sweden. Maybe the host nation. That's what I would say. And with Canada in pot 2, you guys know what that means already. They're going to face a European team, or of course the hosts. So, yeah. All right, guys. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time for the draw. It's time for the draw. It's time for the draw. Are you guys ready? Is that time? So we have Amanda Davies on stage, who is the draw conductor. And basically they're going through the rudiments of it, what is needed. And we're going to start, of course, with pot 1 and put in the teams from pot 1 in each group. So that's exactly what I'll do for you guys. And from there, I will let you guys know how it affects Jamaica. All right? So without further ado, we're going to get right into the matter. Carly Lloyd is also on stage as well, a two-time World Cup winner. And Carly Lloyd is talking about her journey. Just a reminder, Jamaica is in pot 3, so we're not going to see Jamaica's name being pulled out of the hat just yet. Simon, the girls are going for this trip. I believe we have a chance. I genuinely feel so as well. I feel that Jamaica has a good chance. A really, really good chance. I feel that way too. So, let's go, guys. We're now going to be entering pot 1. And in pot 1, we're basically going to draw the teams New Zealand, Australia, USA, Sweden, England, Germany, France, Spain into groups A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. That is what we're going to do right now. So, we're ready for the draw. Ready. Here we go. And they're introducing the persons who will conduct the draw with them for the World Cup. And of course, some of these players are former players, former national players from different teams. So they're making the introduction of those players. Kate Campbell is also doing the draw. But this is not a footballer. Kate Campbell is an Olympic swimmer. He was part of the draw. Personally, for me, I think you should have just gotten 8 women who played the game, but I guess you're trying to have that influence of, not influence, but persons linked to Australia and New Zealand in some way or another. Just like I'm sure if Jamaica hosted a World Cup, you'd have Usain Bolt doing the draw. But personally, I just think it should have been football people, past players, and so on, part of the draw. That's my honest view of the matter, but here we are, you know? This is where we are. And we're just going to have to work with it, you know? Now an Australian ski-boarder at the draw. Sachi Vargas says Philippines. All right, cool. Julie Dolan. Wow. She's doing a draw too. I remember Julie. She could play. She know how to play football. So after they've done the introduction as it relates to, you know, who's going to do what pot and all of that. Ian Wright! Ian Wright is going to conduct the draw. So you go have a Jamaican. So basically, we're going to know specifically who's responsible for putting Jamaica in a good group or not. So we'll see. Alrighty, guys, are you ready? Well, we're ready. The moment we've all been waiting for is right here. The draw is about to commence, so here we go. For Jamaica to do well, the squad needs to be selected and put through a series for international friendlies. Yep, that's going to be crucial. Very, very important. Alrighty, we've seen a lot of talking, a lot of introduction, a lot of banter, and now everyone is excited to kick off the draw. So here we go. Alexi Lawless is there. He's giving his thoughts about the teams that are in the World Cup, the quality, and all of that. Can you explain the last three slots in pot four? The last three slots, basically, it's the intercontinental playoffs, and those are yet to be conducted. The playoffs will be done in February next year, so we won't know those teams until February. So that is why it's playoff one, playoff two, playoff three. Hello from the USA, California. Well, hello. How are you doing? I hope that you are doing well. So, the draw is ready, and so is everyone else. And they're getting a reaction from Kate Campbell, three-time Olympic gold medalist in swimming. All right, guys, we've heard from a lot now. We've heard from everybody. We don't need to labor the point. This is the biggest Women's World Cup ever. Let's go out there. Let's conduct the draw. Let's see which team is in which pot. And let's go. Maurice O'Brien says, good luck, Jamaica from Ireland. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary. My favorite team is Argentina, says Emergency News. Okay. Oh my word. Everybody is getting a thought. Everybody who's getting in the pot is giving their time to say something. Wow. I know Jeremy, former Cameroon international, he's giving his thoughts as well. So my word. Oh no, we can't start the draw, Jaja. The people in Jamaica at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm have to wait for the draw. Backside. No, but I'm not serious left though. We're ready. We're ready. Jeremy said his piece. Now we're ready for the draw. We're ready, 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 ready. Draw assistants are on stage: Kate Campbell, Maya Jackman, Gilberto Silva, Julie Dolan, Ian Wright, Jeremy, Alexi Lalas. All right, we can crack on now. That is true. That's true. You just woke up so completely ready for the draw. Okay, that's true. All right, guys, are you ready? Another video presentation. Yep, we know the process where we have pot one. We're going to put them in groups A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Pot two, pot three, and pot four. We can't have two teams from the same confederation in each group outside of UEFA. So Jamaica can face USA or Canada in the group stages of the World Cup. Vietnam, hello everyone. Hello Tom, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary for more content. Pot 1, New Zealand, Australia, USA, Sweden, Germany, England, France, Spain. Teams in Pot 2, Canada, the Netherlands, Brazil, Japan, Norway, Italy, China, and South Korea. Pot 3, Denmark, Switzerland, Republic of Ireland, Colombia, Argentina, Vietnam, Costa Rica, Jamaica. Pot 4, Nigeria, Philippines, South Africa, Morocco, Zambia, and of course, Group A playoff winner, Group B playoff winner, Group C playoff winner. So, is everyone ready to rumble? Like the video. If you think that Jamaica are going to go on and do well at this World Cup. So, more explanation about the draw, what we can expect, what will happen, and all of that jazz. And so, you guys, your predictions for the draw? Let us know your thoughts because we're ready. We're ready. And we're ready to draw pot 1. More video presentation. Boy, I'm gonna tell you. So we're gonna see a video of every side. Every single side. We're gonna see a video for you know. My word. So yeah. So we already know. All right. So here we go. The draw has started. And the first team pulled out is New Zealand. Yep, New Zealand in Group A. New Zealand in Group A. From New Zealand, hello everyone. Do you know Vietnam? Yes, I do know Vietnam. First time in the World Cup, just like Zambia as well. Well, Simon, so many people travel from across the world to be at the draw, so I guess they're making it worth their while. True. Good point. I never thought about it that way. But yeah, good point. All right, Group B, it should be Australia. Australia should be in Group B. And there we go. Australia in Group B. Done and dusted. So now that we have New Zealand in Group A and we have Australia in Group B, we can move on with the next part of the draw. So, yeah. Please say their number order. Number order. New Zealand, Group A, Australia, Group B. All right. C1, Spain. Spain goes in C1. So Spain goes in C1. Spain in Group C. Group D now. We're doing the drawing for Group D. Group D has England. England are in Group D. England are in Group D. And England, of course, D1. You have USA, Sweden, Germany, France left to be pulled out of the pot. In Group E, you have the United States. Oh my days. Whoa, 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 whoa. Group D and E. Hold on. Hold the phone. Okay. Group D winner and E are two separate parts of the pot. Okay. So England won't face the United States until the World Cup final. Okay, got it. Cool. It started. It has started. Group E, the United States in E1. So we know that Jamaica cannot be in Group E. 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 That is a fact. Jamaica in Group A or Group D, I'll take that. And France, they're in Group F. France are in Group F. France, Group F. Manuel says potentially patiently waiting on Nigeria. In time, my friend. In time. France, Group F. Sweden, Group G. So there we go. And Germany in Group H. Germany in Group H of the World Cup. You don't see Germany quite often in this part of the draw. You know what I'm saying? So New Zealand, Group A. Australia, Group B. Spain, Group C. England, Group D. USA, Group E. France, Group F. Sweden, Group G. And Group H, we have Germany. All right, guys, now to pot two, where things get more interesting. Pot two is where we're going right now. So, just a reminder, Group A, New Zealand, Group B, Australia, Group C, Spain, Group D, England, Group E, USA, Group F was France, Group G, Sweden, Group H, Germany. All right, guys. Pot two. Here we go. Pot two. The first team out of pot two is Norway. Okay. Norway. Norway will be going in Group A with New Zealand. Norway in Group A. Norway in a group with New Zealand. So New Zealand and Norway. So we know already if Jamaica is going to be in a group with New Zealand, Norway is going to be in it. So there we go right there. Group B in Australia's group is Canada. Wow. Group B, Australia and Canada. Two big teams right there. So you know for a fact Jamaica cannot be in Group B, right? Because Canada is there. So you can rule out Jamaica is not going to be in Group B and Jamaica is not going to be in Group E. Jamaica is not going to be in Group B and Jamaica is not going to be in Group E. Jamaica is not going to be in Group B and Jamaica is not going to be in Group E. So that is a fact. Jamaica is not going to be in Group B or E. Canada is B4. Canada is B4. Canada is B4. Canada is B4.
No. He trained Monday this week. Say that, he trained Monday this month.
So yeah.
Next Friday. Halloween party. Probably.
So
Probably. Probably 12, right, yeah.
so here we go. The draw is live. So Japan is now been drawn into Group C, and Japan is C4. Japan is C3. And you guys know that this is a group that Jamaica could be in, right? We don't want it to happen, but this is a group that Jamaica could be in. Move on with the draw. Group D. England. If it's England, South Korea, you know, I want to be in that group. I want to be in that group if it's England, South Korea. China. Oh, China is in England's group. You know, that's an interesting test, you know. That's a compelling test. I still want to be in Group A, but I guess you can't just pick and choose these things, though, can you? So right now, England. And China are D4. No, Canada and Australia are not from the same region. Canada is from CONCACAF, and Australia is from the Asian Football Confederation. So they're not from the same region, sir. Group E, the Netherlands. Oh my days. A repeat of the World Cup final as the United States will face the Netherlands. Wow. So you know Jamaica can't face the Netherlands at all. So Jamaica cannot be in Group B or E. Jamaica can't be in Group B or E. So you take away Group B and Group E, Jamaica can be in A, C, D, F, G, H. Interesting. Wow. E3. Group F now. France and wow, Brazil. Brazil, France and Brazil in Group F. My word, if Jamaica in that group. Group F, France, Brazil, Jamaica. No, so that would be an interesting group. Why? All right, guys. So far, from what we have, France and Brazil are in the same group. Isn't that interesting? That would make things quite interesting, you know? France and Brazil, same group. We're now growing to Group G. You have Italy and South Korea to be drawn from the pot. And after this is pot 3, and of course we'd have Jamaica in pot 3. Italy. Sweden and Italy in the same group. Sweden and Italy in the same group. Wow, wow, wow. But just a reminder, Jamaica cannot be in Group B, which has Australia and Canada, and Jamaica cannot be in Group E, which has USA and the Netherlands. G3, Sweden and Italy. And the last team from the pot should be South Korea. So Germany and South Korea in Group H. And Tider says, come on, Spain. All right, guys. Pot 3. The pot that you all have been waiting for. Let's hope that Jamaica is in Group A or Group D. That's what we want. Group A or Group D. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. This is the moment that we've been waiting for a very, 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 very long time. I actually caught a piece of Colombia's qualifiers. They looked good. They looked really good. Vietnam's first World Cup, and they're in pot 3. They did well in the qualifiers. Costa Rica. And finally, Jamaica. Here we go. The moment we've all been waiting for is finally here. Yep. Here we go. Pot 3 time. Let's find out to see where Jamaica will be drawn. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. Will Jamaica be in Group A? Because Jamaica cannot be in Group B or E. Which group will Jamaica be in? Here we go. Former Australian coach is doing the pots. Please be Jamaica from Group A. Please let it be Jamaica in Group A. Please let it be Jamaica. Switzerland in Group A. So, Group A has New Zealand, Norway, and Switzerland. So that means that Jamaica will not face one of the host nations in the World Cup. Jamaica will not face one of the host nations in the World Cup. Oh, man. Jamaica will not face New Zealand in the World Cup. New Zealand, Norway, Switzerland. Jamaica will not face New Zealand, Norway, or Switzerland at the World Cup. All right, Group B now. Remember, Jamaica cannot be in this group. It has Australia and Canada because Jamaica is CONCACAF. So Jamaica cannot be in Group B. Costa Rica has been drawn, but guess what? Costa Rica cannot be drawn in Group B. So Costa Rica is going to go over to Group C. Canada is in Group B, so you can't put Costa Rica in Group B. You have to put them in Group C. There you go. I told you. You have to put Costa Rica in Group C. Wow, it's similar to the Men's World Cup. Remember the Men's World Cup? We had Spain, Japan, Costa Rica, and Germany. The Women's World Cup is Spain, Japan, Costa Rica, and somebody else. Quite interesting. But we're going to do another draw. So, and see where that goes. Jamaica in Group D would be nice. Please. Please. Republic of Ireland. All right, so Republic of Ireland will go into Group B. All right, so we know Vietnam can't be in Group D, which means that Colombia, Jamaica, okay. All right, so Republic of Ireland in Group B. with Canada and Australia. The draw continues. It's Group D time. England and China. Please let it be Jamaica. Please let it be Jamaica. Please, 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 please. Oh, Denmark. Jamaica will not be in England's group for the World Cup, people. That means that Jamaica will face one of France, Sweden, or Germany at the World Cup. Oh my days. I just have a feeling it's Group F, you know. I just have this feeling that Jamaica is going to be in Group F with France and Brazil. I just feel that Jamaica is going to be in Group F with France and Brazil. That's genuinely how I feel. Trust me. And if Jamaica is in Group F with France and Brazil, I'm going to run around the entire hull without a shirt. Group E now, USA and the Netherlands. Of course, Jamaica cannot be in that group. What am I telling you? What am I telling you? What am I telling you? Jamaica in a Group F. Jamaica in Group F with France and Brazil. Have mercy. They're showing Earl Bailey on the screen and showing Lon Donaldson. Just look at their facial reaction. Jamaica in Group F with France and Brazil. Oh my God. Why? France, Brazil again. And we're playing France in our first game. My word. All right, guys. Jamaica, France, Brazil in the World Cup. Wow. What a draw. My word. Jamaica, France, and Brazil in a one group. My word. What a group. Wow. And thanks to Ian Wright, we're playing France in our first game. Woohoo! Woohoo! All right, so we're in Group F. So our games are going to be in Sydney. Well, our games are going to be in Australia, I should say. So since we're F2, I gotta come third in zone like 98. Says wicked man, Chris. Let's see. So Vietnam is in Group E. All right. So Jamaica is F2, right? So that means that, wow, Jamaica is going to play Brazil in our last group stage game at the World Cup. Wow. All right, guys. So Jamaica is going to play their first game in Sydney, and then they're going to play their second game in Perth, and their last game in Melbourne. So Jamaica's games in the group stages of the FIFA Women's World Cup will be in Australia. Jamaica's games are going to be in Sydney, Perth, and Melbourne. What a world. There we go. Jamaica versus France, the first game of the World Cup. Wow, 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 wow. France, Jamaica, Brazil. France, Jamaica, Brazil. France, Jamaica, Brazil. Why? Playing Brazil again. All right, guys, now for the pot 4 teams. And then we'll press forward. So it's that time.
Jamaican international rugby league team has qualified for the World Cup.
So here we go. So here we go, guys. Who will be Jamaica's next opponent? Here we go. Okay, so Philippines are in Group A. So that means that, wait. Yeah, Philippines can be in Group A. Great, so Jamaica's not going to play Philippines. Who have a better chance against? Brazil. France and Brazil. Here we go. So, quite a situation that we have here. All right, playoff C will go into Group B. Playoff C could be one of Chinese Taipei, Paraguay, Papua New Guinea, or Panama. So that would be Group B. I want to have the clarity. I don't want to face playoff winner A or B. I want to have that bit of clarity. So, honestly, bring on Zambia. Wait, what? Why Group F? Great. Okay, guys. So at the World Cup, Jamaica will face playoff Group C. So basically, we're going to have to wait until the 23rd of February to find out who we're going to play. And so we could play Paraguay, you know. One of Chinese Taipei, Paraguay, Papua New Guinea, or Panama. You see what I'm saying? It's just... But Panama is CONCACAF too, so... I mean, I get what you guys are saying, but... So Nigeria's in Group B, Zambia is going to go over in Group C. Because you had an Asian team in C, I guess. So great. So who stands the best chance of being in Jamaica's group? Will it be Chinese Taipei, Paraguay, Papua New Guinea, or Panama? Honestly, it could be Paraguay. So look at it as France, Brazil, Jamaica, Paraguay. That's what it could be. The draw is almost done, guys. Draw is almost done. Look at that. Playoff group winner B is the next team drawn out to the pots. And Group D. So England will face the playoff group winner B. Could it be Chile? We'll see. Or could it be Haiti? We'll see. Look at that. We might play Paraguay in the World Cup. What a draw. So, if Group E has USA, Vietnam, Netherlands, and playoff group winner A. Playoff group winner A is basically either Cameroon, Thailand, or Portugal. Chinese Taipei, Papua New Guinea, Paraguay, or Panama. Nigeria's in Group B with Australia, Ireland, and China. Group G has Sweden, South Africa, Italy, and Argentina. And Group G, Germany, Morocco, Colombia, and South Korea. Just a reminder, Jamaica's games. Jamaica will open the World Cup on the 23rd of July against France. Then the Jamaicans will take on in Sydney. Then they'll play against one of the Paraguay, Chinese Taipei, Papua New Guinea, or Panama on the 29th, and end the World Cup group stages on August 2 against Brazil in Melbourne. So there we go. So that's when we'll know on February 19 and February 23. All right, guys. So just wanted to give you a recap of everything as the draw has completed. Jamaica versus France, July 23 in Sydney. Paraguay. And Chinese Taipei. In Perth, July 29 in Perth. That's Western Australia. And Jamaica versus Brazil, August 2 in Melbourne. So there we go. World Cup draw is done and dusted. All done. So, the Reggae Girlz, once again, versus France, July 23 in Sydney, versus Panama, Paraguay, Papua New Guinea, Chinese Taipei on July 29 in Perth, and Jamaica versus Brazil, August 2 in Melbourne. So there we go. Yeah. So there we go. World Cup draw done and dusted. There we go. World Cup draw is done. Jamaica, mark the dates. Mark the dates in your calendar. July 23, July 29, August 2. Mark the dates in your calendar, guys. Mark the dates in your calendar. All right. Because the draw is complete. It's done and dusted. All done and dusted right now. A rundown on all the groups? Certainly. No problem at all. Coming your way right now. I'll do that right now for you guys so that you guys can be able to see it. Group A. There we go. Group A, New Zealand, Norway, the Philippines, and Switzerland. Group B, Australia, Republic of Ireland, Nigeria, and Canada. Group C, Spain, Costa Rica, Zambia, Japan. Group D, England, playoff winner B, which could be one of Senegal, Haiti, or Chile, Denmark, and China. Group E, the United States, Vietnam, the Netherlands, and one of Portugal, Cameroon, or Thailand. Group F, France, Jamaica, Brazil, and one of Paraguay, Panama, Papua New Guinea, and Chinese Taipei. And Group G, Sweden, South Africa, Italy, Argentina. And Group H, Germany, Morocco, Colombia, and South Korea. Top two teams from each group will advance to the next round of the tournament. If Jamaica are first or runners-up in Group F, then they'll play the winner of Group H, which most likely will be Germany. And a fixture of that caliber will take place in Melbourne. So Jamaica would be in Melbourne for, put it this way, if Jamaica came second in their group and won every game until, then they'd play all their games in Australia. If Jamaica were to top Group F, right? If Jamaica were to top Group F, they would play the run-up of Group H, right? And they would head to Adelaide, and then Brisbane, and then after that, Sydney. So put it this way, Jamaica will play their games in the World Cup in Australia. Jamaica's games in the World Cup will be in Australia. First game, Sydney, which is on the east coast of Australia. And then after that, they head over to Perth for that second game. And then the last game is in Melbourne. So, a lot of traveling, but certainly will be looking to accomplish things. So, I hope you all get the gist of the groups here. We'll be back with much more. I'll be providing you guys a breakdown of the different teams in Jamaica's group so you guys can get to know them a little bit better and who these teams specifically are. Until then, thank you so much for tuning in to Reggae Boys Commentary. Really, really appreciate your support. We'll be back with so much more as it relates to reactions from the draw, as it relates to Jamaica's opponents, and how everything will map out for the tournament. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary for more content.
This video is brought to you by MPEC Printery, specializing in t-shirt printing, posters, and shipping from the USA. Call 876-775-6692 or 876-337-7374. Andy Gone Nuts, 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is also brought to you by BLC Jamaica Security Electronics, specializing in alarm system, video surveillance, camera system or CCTV, barrier system, gate automation, and access control. Call 876-320-7711. That's 876-320-7711 or 876-351-1105. That's 876-351-1105.
It's really cold out here.